Hello everyone, welcome you all to my class. So, this is my topic, environmental chemistry, and I'll be taking this unit 3 for you in this semester. This is a part of your complementary chemistry theory paper. Okay, so the textbook for you for this course is this one. So, this is a textbook, complementary chemistry course for physical as well as biological science. So all the physics, BSc, BSc botany, BSc forestry as well as BSc zoology students should get this textbook. So this is available at the cooperative store in the college. You can also get the book from outside like DC Books Calicut as well as Atulya Books Kannur. Okay, so you can get the textbook from either from shop or from the college itself. Okay, right. So coming to my topic, environmental chemistry. So this topic actually, it's an interdisciplinary topics which lies between chemistry, physics, agricultural science as well as public health. So you need all these branches to study the environmental chemistry. How you can define the branch? It is actually environmental chemistry deals with the origins, transport, reactions, effects and fates of chemical species in the water, air, terrestrial and living environments. It overlaps with the different branches of chemistry such as organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, photochemistry, geochemistry and biological chemistry. Then, as I told you initially, it also encompasses certain other branches of science such as physics, life sciences and agricultural sciences. And also medical science, public health and sanitary engineering. So it's a very vast branch which is dealing with the origin, transport and reactions, origin, transport, effects and reactions of chemical species in the water, air, terrestrial and living environments. So this is the most simplest definition which you can give for environmental chemistry. So how different, what now we are studying? How different species, chemical species are originated. That's the first thing. Then how they are transported. Then how they are reacting with each other or with something else. Then what are the effects and fate of the chemical species with what? With actually 4 different regions like water, air, terrestrial and living environment. Okay, so this actually, if you carefully look at the definition itself, you will see that there are like 4 different segments with which the chemical species is interacting, as well as there are different means of interaction that we are going to see in detail in this unit. So this is actually a definition as well as a giving a brief outline of the unit for you. Okay, now we are going to see the components of environment. What are the different components of environment? Okay, so we have 3 major components. One is abiotic, second one is biotic, third one is energy component. Okay, so what are the abiotic components? So as I mentioned you in the definition, so you have a definition majorly lying from here to here. Okay, so what are the abiotic component? Here you can see exactly, you have water, you have air and terrestrial component. These three things you can put for abiotic component. Okay, these three things can go for abiotic component. So, in other words, these are the three segments of the environment, which is comprising of water, air, and terrestrial component. How we are defining this component is exactly, you're right, it is water corresponds to the hydrosphere, air corresponds to the atmosphere, and terrestrial component corresponds to lithosphere. Okay, next we are going to the biotic component. Biotic component. So which is the biotic component here? Exactly, you are right, it is the living environment. So it is a living component. So you have biotic component comprising of living segment of environment, which is nothing but your biosphere. Okay, and the third one, you have energy component. You have a energy component. So the energy component, this is a new thing for you, where the abiotic and biotic component interact by means of the energy, different energies. What are those? You have solar energy, you have geothermal energy, etc. Okay, you do have other energies such as nuclear energy, hydroelectrical energy, and you even have thermoelectrical energy. So you have biotic, abiotic, as well as energy component of environment. Okay, and the branch of environmental chemistry extends to other sub branches of chemistry such as organic, analytical, physical, photochemistry, geochemistry, biological chemistry. Also, other branches of science such as physics, life sciences, agricultural sciences, medical sciences, public health, and sanitary engineering. Okay, so this is about the introduction part of environmental chemistry. Now let us see the segments of environment. So starting from your high school days, you know the concept here, right? You have four different segments. You have four segments for environment. What are those? You have atmosphere, you have hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere. These three corresponds to abiotic, and biosphere corresponds to biotic component. Okay, and pictorially it can be represented like this. You have the water bodies in the earth's surface, which is making the hydrosphere, right? Hydrosphere. You have a atmosphere here, which is subdivided into different segments. Later we will see that. What are those? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and ionosphere or thermosphere. Then you do have lithosphere. And the biosphere, the last component, the fourth component, biosphere, that is distributed over other three environmental segments. So the biosphere, that is actually distributed. It is distributed in atmosphere, distributed in hydrosphere, as well as distributed in lithosphere. So you will see all living components in water bodies, in the earth surface, terrestrial environment, as well as in the atmosphere. That's about the segments of environment. Okay, and we will see the role of atmosphere. So atmosphere, as I mentioned you, it is like subdivided into different uh, spheres such as troposphere, strato, meso, as well as thermosphere. And you have ozone layer, which is in stratosphere. Stratosphere. Okay, right. What is the role of the atmosphere? It is actually to it prevents the harmful rays from entering Earth's surface. Okay, that is one of the major role by means of the ozone layer. Okay, then it also acts as the source of oxygen for living organisms, then source of carbon dioxide for plants. That's also another role. Then it is a vital carrier of water from oceans to land as a part of hydrological cycle also, because the hydrological cycle starts from here. So sorry, yeah, it starts from here. Let me clean this. Okay. So the hydrological sphere, from where it starts, it actually starts from here. See, water that makes into vapor, then again it is coming here in as a rain for here also, then again it is like going into sea. So the hydrological cycle goes like this. So atmosphere and hydrosphere, lithosphere, all the three are are inevitable part of the hydrological cycle. Okay, right. Next we are moving to the environmental pollution section. So what are pollutants? They are the chemical species which causes pollution. Either it could be in the four segments where it is causing pollution. It is causing pollution in four different segments. So there is atmospheric pollution, there is water pollution, which is corresponding to the hydrospheric pollution, then there is earth surface pollution, which is corresponding to the lithospheric pollution. So based on the nature of pollutants and the nature of degradability, it is majorly classified into three types. What are those? They are degradable pollutants, slowly degradable pollutants, and non-degradable pollutants. Which are the most preferred one? They are obviously degradable, whereas these two are least preferred, because we have to minimize the generation of non-degradable as well as slowly degradable pollutants. That is very important. So what are the examples for these? You have different gases such as carbon monoxide, CO2, then sulfur oxides, then you have chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, right? So you have so many gases which are causing atmospheric pollution. Then you have industrial effluents, the waste from industry, which is causing hydrospheric pollution, right? So you have here these things which are causing the pollution of river and water bodies, other water bodies, okay, river, sea, then even the groundwater also, okay. Then you have solid waste from the industry, which is also causing different kinds of pollution. So just go through all this section in the textbook. In detail you have the explanation, and whatever I have mentioned for the note, you can refer the textbook, okay, of the note for the environmental section as well as environmental segments as well as for pollutants, okay. So you can refer the notes. So let me know if you have any doubts for today's class, okay. So what and all we have seen? We have seen the first we have seen the definition of environment, definition section. Then we have seen the components, definition of environment, then components of environment. We have seen segments. We also have seen pollutants with the examples, and the pollutants which are causing air pollution, water pollution, and then other pollution in terrestrial environment. Okay, so cover these many sections in your textbook, and let me know if you have any doubts. I'll also give you some other activities. Keep on checking the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay, so see you all next week. Thanks for listening to my class. We'll continue next week.